Wait for some audience members to show up. Crypto music. Like this one. So we got 2 people tuned in. Welcome. See if anyone's around.
You're on YouTube, Rick?
Yep. Thought I'd
that sounds like some bear market viewership right there.
Yeah, it's yeah. Oh, we're down to 1 person now. What's up, Let's Mars? What's up, dog? Just wait. I'm just gonna give it a couple minutes. We'll see if anyone else pops in. Maybe I should start on a full Bitcoin chart instead of this 8-view thingamajiggy. How do I do that again? Tabs, there we go. Oh, 4 people. There's a viewership bull market going on. 1 to 4. Following the Anon coins, you're missing out, Rick. The anonymous coins, as in like ZEC, ZEC, Zcash. No, I'm following them. I see that Zcash is in a really nice bullish trend over the past, like, since October, basically. Since the government shutdown. It's just gone up and to the right. So that's pretty cool. S&P 500, what's that? What did that do today? Visited the, what's that, the 50 EMA on the daily? Alright, Bitcoin. There's 7 people, this is a good start. I don't know if I said this in the last video, but there was a rising wedge. This is like the macro situation. There's a rising wedge that came in since the 6th of August last year. This is where I've got the trend line started from the bottom, tracking all the way over here to right now. And we've recently threatening to lose it, threatening to get through it. I mean, it has gone through it. And then of course the top line is like the top of the rising wedge, right? And that, it depends how you cut it. Some might say it's more like that. It doesn't really matter because we're not really at the tops to be disputing whether it's here or there. We're more so concerned about the support side of this wedge, which is now arguably lost. But and then, of course, like there was these falling wedge ideas. Well, this one was definitely validated as a falling wedge and it broke out beautifully. We had another one, which was like, for me, my last local idea of optimism or hope was getting like a crossroads bounce right here, which is like a bounce on the orange line and this white descending line harmonizing and producing enough of a pivot point. Not to mention reclaiming 100k. That was like, yeah, locally my last point of hope for any kind of upside potential. But now that we've gotten through that, there is still some time. Well, today's got 15 minutes left, but this weekly candle has got 2 days left. So, yeah, could it rip and make like a fool out of me? Yeah, I'm open to that. But I'm all out. I don't want to influence anyone to do the same, but I'm not in anything as of like last week. I'm waiting for, basically I'm going to start averaging back into Bitcoin as it falls, and let the DCA do its thing. And from a trading perspective, like an intraday, it doesn't matter what the market's doing. You can be trading short or long depending on the day, and nothing changes there. So you don't have to be too heavily in tune with whether it's a bull or bear market. You're just trading trends like the intraday trends, which could be anything at any point in the cycle. So, but I bet there's probably a lot of shorts that have been played in the last week. Sorry, 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. Let me. I want to dissect Bitcoin a little bit more with like oscillators and things like that. See if there's any hints. So, just seeing that all of the action on the daily chart, as far as the RSI is concerned, seems to be all confluent. There's no, I don't think there's any kind of, there was a divergence here, but otherwise everything's pretty congruent with the price. This was an example of bearish divergence back over here. It went higher in price on these two peaks, but lower on the peaks of the oscillator here on the RSI. So just classic bearish divergence. I believe it's called hidden bearish divergence if those are flipped, like if you've got a higher high on RSI but a lower high on price, that's hidden bearish divergence? I don't know, something like that. I'm not so up on the divergence terminology, I just know the very basics. But yeah, that definitely produced a pullback at least right there. And then you see the RSI got back in rhythm with the price. And yeah, as far as the daily is concerned, there are no divergence situations going on. Maybe even, I don't know, I guess that now that we're down, you'd be trying to hunt out a bullish divergence somewhere, waiting for the oscillators to show that kind of signal. But I think everything's pretty much confluent with the price at the moment. There's nothing unnatural going on. Weekly though, weekly's got ugly bearish divergence, and it has done for a long time. Since last year, it's been bearishly diverging on the weekly time frame. And we got that on the last bull market as well. We had, a weekly chart, massive bearish divergence, which took a long time to actually come into effect. But yeah, higher highs on price, lower highs on the RSI. Same again, same thing. It's actually been in play from all the way back there. It just market hasn't been as strong since that ETF inflow. Yeah, relatively speaking, relative strength. What else have we got going on the MACD? There's still so much room to come down on the weekly RSI and MACD. The stochastics are pretty bottomed out. On a high time frame like this, I don't tend to look too closely at stochastics, but it's still the rhythm, the markers are there. They're all there. Like, check this out. You had a stochastic cross at the overbought, like the hot part of the oscillator, which marked up the top here. Same timing. You know, it was saying that this was hot, like as we were approaching here on the weekly stochastic RSI. And then same down here, like we crossed up when it was oversold after the, this was the tariff war fear drop. So down here, this was a really good buy opportunity. So yes, there could be some kind of, which is why I titled this stream, can we expect some Bitcoin relief? If we do get a bounce, like maybe we'll get some kind of stochastic RSI cross back up, and we'll zoom back up to the top side. Oh yeah, let me turn the music down. Sorry about that. Fix it up. Should be a bit better. Yeah, this thing has been fairly reliable. The all-time high, this is the confusing thing, the all-time high on the stochastic RSI happened all the way down here. It wasn't overcooked. So that is, like you could argue, a stochastic divergence, because the stochastic RSI was nowhere near up in the overbought range. It was all the way down here when we got our current all-time high. Notice I said current, not cycle top, because I'm still trying to leave that open. I don't want to like close the door on the cycle, but it's not looking too fantastic, which is why I'm all out. I don't want to mess with it. I think I may have covered this in the last stream from the 5th of November, the 6th last week. But I'm going to open up the chart anyway just to retouch on what I was talking about. But it's this. It's the all-time highs and bear market lows and the halvings, all plotted out on Bitcoin's chart. Probably heard a few people talk about it. Static, me, even Expectus has shared a chart on this same schematic, this 4-year cycle. It's a commonly theorized or analyzed situation that Bitcoin is in, and that is like all of these big pivotal moments in Bitcoin's history.
Sorry, Rick, but
you're right.
You've got to throw those charts away after what happened yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
The biggest outflow of Bitcoin ETF in the history of its ETF. Same with Ethereum.
So that is actually in harmony with this chart. So I'm not going to throw it away.
I'm just saying that was the causation.
Okay.
Now, leading up to it was a bunch of other things that happened, but people made up their mind. And remember, I keep stating BlackRock doesn't own any ETFs per se. They may own a few, but they don't own 800,000 Bitcoins. Their customers do, and they're managing it.
Yep.
They're the second biggest holder.
Definitely not debating that.
They're quickly becoming number one, but those are individuals. It's not an entity, it's a group.
So if you see the timing here, isn't that convenient that it came in with just exactly what you said there? BlackRock, ETF sell-off, outflows. Yeah. I mean, can you get the timing any more like harmonious there with what's been happening?
Well, the government shut down. I mean, do you think the chart pointed? Do you think the chart pointed to the government opening back up today? There's nowhere, no
It's-
one on this that chart said,
It's
"Oh,
like-
well, this is when the government's going to open."
No, I know. It's probably coincidental. I don't think it.
I don't think it's coincidental. I think it's causational.
Maybe
One cause, it's not a coincidence.
causation,
Chart
correlation, coincidence. It's one of the
Do you
C's.
think the people okay, do you think that the people, the mass of people that got out of Bitcoin ETF, looked at a chart and made that decision based on a chart? Yes or
Probably.
no?
I'd probably say a lot of them
Probably not.
are aware
I
of
doubt
this
You do
rhythm.
know, Bob, you may not be aware, Rick is doing TA on YouTube right now, or attempting to.
Okay,
Yeah.
go
That's
ahead.
all right. That's cool.
I'll say
It's
that.
still relevant. No, I appreciate it. But there's, let me just change the color of these because it's just to express the distance between what we've been getting for the last 12 years. And the reason I got out is because I don't want to mess around with expecting activity on the macro outside of this rhythm that Bitcoin's been in for 12 years. Behaviors obviously can break and change, and like things can change around, and and I'll have to reassess if that happens. But so far, I mean, it's been behaving as though this is still in play and in check, and I just want to that's all. The only reason I got out and took profit last week was seeing this and not prepared to gamble against it or mess with it. If it turns back on, this is what I think. If the market all of a sudden, and this is especially for Bitcoin, if we race back up not only above 100,000, but if we start challenging 110 and we start breaking structure above this recent high that we had, then I will start to flip my sentiment because the chart said to do so, right? Like the structure got broken bullish again. So we've been in a downtrend since early October, like over a month now. It's been breaking structure. Like the last local points of structure with, see these lows here. This October 10 correction, that was a big canary in the coal mine screaming out like something has shifted, and at least locally, right? So, and that's what we've been getting for like a month now, a month straight. But the alts could be a completely different story. Like there could be a departure of the, the correlation between Bitcoin's momentum and say Ethereum or Solana or XRP. They can perform outside. I think Litecoin is a good example of it cutting its own path against the rest of crypto. So things like that definitely can still happen. Like what is happening with ZEC right now, Zcash. That is, nothing's wrong with Zcash right now. It's like it's its own bull market. It's doing the thing that we wished that the altcoins would do right now. But so far it's what do we got? We got a minute left of today's candle, by the way. So it'll be the weekend now. 1 minute left and the Saturday candle begins. And then, yeah, 2 days. Big things can happen on the weekend. They don't tend to, but they still, don't want to rule it out. But that's pretty much all I had. I just wanted to rehash probably what I covered in the last stream from a week ago, but that's about it. So
Nice job, Rick.
Thank you, appreciate it, man. If this bear market, bear market, bull market halving, if that schedule kind of situation stays intact, then we should be able to get our bear low sometime November next year. So about 12 months from now, we should be somewhat near the bottom, like in the neighborhood of. So get your, if that is the case, have a plan for that. Definitely you want to be, this is not financial advice, this is just what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be trying to take advantage of the bear market this time a bit more confidently, because last time it was a bit more speculative. I don't know really what's going to happen, whether it was going to be a big bear winter, like for more than a year, and lots of time to accumulate. But that wasn't the case. It actually bounced quite quickly, and we recovered all of the... It was basically a V. It ended up being like a big macro V shape recovery. There was no extended flat winter. But anyway, yeah, bear market. Have your fiat in order, or whatever you plan to use to build into the next cycle, if that's your plan, if that's what you want to do. I'm definitely going to be doing that, and I'll be here doing that. So if this, look, there is a good case. I think it's very reasonable that this could be the start of the bear market correction. Like, it could be the first. I'll tell you one thing that rhymes a lot with previous tops is that people don't want to hear it at the tops, that there's, the bearish kind of talk, that kind of thing. Just as at the lows, like at the bear market, people say you're crazy for talking about a bull market and upside potential, that kind of thing. Not everyone, some people do. But...
Deja vu, baby, deja vu.
Yeah. So, we'll see what happens. I'm prepared to completely own up and say I was wrong if this thing flips around and goes beyond 120k and we start extending the bull market and breaking the rhythm of Bitcoin. Like, I'll be wrong. Like, I will be wrong. But so far, this is what we're getting. All right, I feel like I'm just covering the same thought on repeat now. So that's about it. That's about it. Halvings. I'm just going to duplicate all of these lines because they're roughly equidistant. They're all equally, something like that. There's probably like a little bit of a halving roadmap in play, which means there's a halving sometime November of 2027, so 2 years from now will be the next halving, roughly, give or take, because there's actually more correlation in the distance between the all-time highs than there is the halvings. The halvings are actually, they vary a little bit. Let's see if that's the case. 1 second. I'm just doing this just quickly by judgment of these arcs, these timing arcs. See, look, this one falls short a little bit. This one definitely fell short of the distance between the first and second halving. Let me just see if this second and third are more similar. Yeah, the second and third are way more similar. That first halving, or the second halving, came in a little sooner than what the third and fourth did in respect to the previous. But yeah, it's not by much. It's like by a few weeks or something. But yeah. Stock market, what happened last cycle is that Bitcoin started correcting. We started getting a bear market sooner than what the S&P did back in 2022. The S&P top came in after Bitcoin's all-time high. It was like January of 2022, whereas Bitcoin found its top in like November of 2022, I think. Yeah, 8th of November. Sorry, of 2021. So like, a good 2 months before the stock market, Bitcoin found its top. So I don't know if that'll be the case this time around. Maybe. But time will tell. How long's this stream gone for? I don't feel like it needs to go that long. Like 25 minutes, that's a good little touch base. But yeah, if things get wildly out of what I was anticipating, I'll definitely be streaming about it and saying I was wrong. You know, but time will tell. Yeah, that's about it. Does anyone in here want to do any technical analysis? Screen share while I've still got the stream up? Otherwise, I'll just wrap it up.
We're going down.
I could do some if you want, but like it's kind of going over the same TA I gave before. I don't know if you just want extra.
Yeah, man. Well, dude, yeah, definitely put it on the record if you want. If you're in front of a computer.
Yeah, I am. I'm not gonna do macro TA. I'm just gonna go over our down move right now.
Yep.
And do a few key levels. I just don't have time to give like macro TA.
Sure.
But we're just gonna go over what happened so far.
Yeah, man, go for it.
Give me 1 second. I gotta switch over to my computer.
Okay, not a problem.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Alright, let me pop your screen up so I can show the YouTube land. Pop out, window. Here we go. Yeah, fire away, man.
All right, we're just gonna go over a couple of quick things of our recent downturn. We've already gone over this this area of resistance. This kind of a bull run stopper. I'm just gonna show a quick trend line. See that's why I call it the bull run stopper. First run came here, got rejected. Second run we had 2 rejections off of it, a little double top. Third run, kind of the same thing, double top action right there. We were kind of making a megaphone pattern slash expanding triangle. Tends to be a reversal pattern. You see, we were bouncing in this for a while. We finally broke it on that last downturn, came back up, popped above, then dipped right below. Still, as of right now, you could still make a bullish scenario for this, because let's say that this is a whole new 5-wave pattern up. This could still be an ABC retracement right here. You see, we're pretty much right at that level. A 1-to-1 ABC retracement is still possible here. If you do a trendline-based Fibonacci up over here, we pretty much did a 1 Fibonacci move. I think it's a little bit lower. We got to really watch this level, because if we dip below that, like decisively, we're probably going to do that 1.618 move, which is 1.618 to 2 Fibonacci move, tends to be typical wave 3. That would bring us to 79K to 70.5K. But as of right now, we could see some volume in here. Again, we did do that almost 1-to-1 ratio move, and we are at previous support resistance from our bull run, literally like as we speak. Since we'd say since November, we've been treating this 91 to 94K as a big area of support resistance. Resistance. Look at all those wick rejections.
Yeah.
Went a little bit below, came up, wick rejection, body closed right at there, body open there, big rejection right there, rejection, support. It's definitely been more, definitely looks like it's been more support than resistance. So, you know, this is definitely a place where we could see some volume come in. Let's look at that weekly RSIs and, oh shit. I'm missing one of these.
Sure.
Need a regular
Never
RSI.
heard of that one.
What was that?
eat shit.
Me, or are you just saying that in general?
I don't know. You said
Matt.
shit.
Max is the bull.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
He doesn't want to hear all this.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want to hear your bearish bullshit. Get out of here.
Oh, there's always, it's all about timing, brother. It can't go up all the time. It's, crypto.
Yeah.
And like what I'm saying is kind of on the bullish side. I'm giving you a bullish scenario here, like an extremely bullish scenario.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
And go fuck yourself. Anyways, back to the CA. Okay, so
Suddenly he's your best friend.
All right, weekly RSI still has a little bit more room to come down. Stochastic is all the way down there. MACD crossover. So maybe on the weekly we have a little bit more gas in the tank to go down. Daily's kind of bounced right at that 70. Stochastics are down there. So it's pretty low, low tank of gas per se, but you know how those RSIs and stochastics work. They can be fucking bottom out and keep on dumping. But this, I definitely look, I'd put like a point here on your guys' chart, 94 to 91.3. That's a big area. It's going to tell you where we're going to go. I personally, looks like we might get a little bounce off of here. Something, is it going to be a macro bounce? That I don't know. That kind of looks like a 5-wave pattern down right itself right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's kind of looking a little bullish right here. I'm talking macro wise, but this is definitely a possible ABC retracement on the macro. We'll see what happens, but that's pretty much where I'm at on it. We broke that, so to go over it, we broke this expanding megaphone or expanding triangle, and we're at support resistance. This is a possible ABC retracement. Let me just check real quick. I had one of these drawn up before, but don't know where it's at. Let's see what fib level we're at. Right at the 0.6182. Yeah, I think we'll probably get a bounce off of here. If it's going to be a macro bounce, if we keep on going up, maybe. But we got a 0.618 fib level, area support resistance, 5-wave pattern possibly terminating here, and 1-to-1 ABC retracement. So definitely a good place for a little bit of bounce. See, Max, just let me finish TA. You might fucking like the outcome.
Yeah, it sounds.
But yeah, pretty much it. I wouldn't get all doom and gloom about the bear market. It's a little late to be on a bear market like saddle. We got to be up here a little bit earlier. And this is a possible bounce up here. But if you were bear market early, good fucking call. I feel you. But right now, I think it's more of a decision time to wait. I know we're down 30%. What are we down? Around 30%?
22%. Well, no, it dropped another 5K, so it's probably about 26%.
Yeah, 26-ish. So, that's, if you are bear market, wait for a little fucking pump up to sell, yeah, look at that. I think we got a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, that kind of even looks like an ABC retracement right there. Look at 5-wave pattern down, little consolidation. We got to see. I'm strangely getting a little bullish. I'm out of the market. I sold my spot bag, and I'm pretty much focusing on paper trading right now. It's sharpening the blades, so to speak. But yeah, if I were in the bull market and if I were trading crypto, I might look for some longs here. Just talking about Bitcoin. I don't know how the other cryptos are going to react off of this, but definitely some good support resistance. We're at a fib level of this bull run. ABC retracement, 1-to-1 ratio. Stochastics are pretty tired, and RSIs are pretty tired. So not financial advice, but after 30% down, might be a good place to look for some longs. or 25% or whatever we said it was. What did we say, Static?
I think we're
26,
probably,
25.
I'm driving, but I think we're probably 25, 26%. We were 22% before this dump.
Yeah, for sure. If I go, I'm not going to go get too deep into it, but when it does come down, it's going to be big because this is a five-wave pattern right here, macro five-wave pattern. So when it comes down, we're going to see stupid levels, you know.
Can I jump in with some verbal, TA? Driving.
Absolutely. Anytime you want to talk, Static, you're in there.
I'll keep it.
I just want to say one thing real quick about these macro retracements, and then the mic's all yours. If we drop a fib level, basically from our first bull run to where we're at right now, and if this is a 5-wave pattern, after bull runs, BTC tends to retrace, I think, to the 0.618 to the 0.786. Last couple of bull runs, 0.786 retracement. So if we do a 0.786 retracement of these last 3 bull runs, that could bring us back to 27K. Not saying that's going to happen. Just saying some funky shit. If crypto's going to do what crypto does and retraces, we could expect something like that.
Man,
if it's going to be a macro retracement.
As a buyer, as someone that's interested in buying Bitcoin, that sounds fantastic to me. You know what I mean? I want to as cheap as I can get it.
That's big,
but
big support resistance right there.
Right.
But yeah, done. I want to hear what Static has to say. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, no charts because I'm driving, but and plus most of the people in this Discord, which no offense, Rick, outweigh the number of viewers on YouTube right now.
Yes.
I've already heard this 1,000 times from me. But similar to Rick, I sold all of my for the 12 people listening on YouTube. I sold all my positions about a month ago, mid-October. So I get all right. Here's the list of reasons the bull market is complete, and then we'll get to the list of reasons the bear market has started. Bull market on a non-logarithmic weekly chart, we have hit the peak of angular resistance if you draw a trend line from the 17 bull run to the 21 bull run. We've hit that top. Okay, that's number one. Number two, we completed a measured move on a cup and handle that was a 4-year development cup and handle. The measured move is played out. Number three, if you subscribe to the 4-year cycle, we've hit the clock on the 4-year cycle. 780% gains from the bottom. That's in line with diminishing returns, which we've seen on Bitcoin over the past 15 years. This market owes nothing to nobody at this point. It has done what it's supposed to do. It did its job. Bull run was a success. Sorry. We are, for the first time since August 2023.
I'm not sure if it's just me, but we're losing you, buddy.
ETF.
We're losing you a little bit. You're chopping up. I don't know if you're in a bad area or what's going on, or you might just be
a
me.
bit of a drop out there, just a little bit.
What about now?
So far,
I
can you hear me now?
Okay. I can hear you clear now.
Yeah, that was weird. It just probably not right now though, right?
It's
I hear you now.
okay. You keep trying.
All right.
Keep talking.
All right. So bear market. We had an ETF pump. We had a Donald Trump pump that got us to 125K. People keep saying, where's the euphoria? That was the euphoria. Once we solidly got above 100K, every YouTube influencer with the music and the God candles and we're here boys, next up, 200,000. And that's found in the RSIs, particularly on the 2-week and weekly RSIs. You can see a topping pattern in the RSI. In terms of the pumps we've had, the initial pump, then the ETF, the initial pump, which got us from 15 to 30K, was pretty small. But then if you take the size of the impulse waves, the largest pump we had was on the ETF news to 73K. Shortly thereafter, we had the Trump pump, which was not as big a move. And then the last one was 100 to 125K, which is the smallest of the moves. So we're seeing a divergence, if you will, in the momentum of each of these pumps. The first two retracements we had off.
We lost you again,
bull flags. This most recent one, can you hear me?
Yep.
I can hear you now.
Well, the good news is I'm a block away from my house. This most recent,
What a coincidence. I'm a block away from your house too.
the most recent one that we've had, not looking for reaccumulation. It looks like a zero by cost distribution with the number of thrusts. Did I lose it again?
It's
a little bit. I was just laughing at what Mocat said.
It's touch and go. It's touch and go.
Oh,
Fucking send it.
all right. I'm home. I'm home.
All right. Back on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, back on the Wi-Fi.
Excellent.
Back on the mainframe.
Back on the mainframe.
So what I was saying is this last 6 months have been a pretty clear distribution pattern on a Wyckoff. We're starting to break 50 simple moving averages on the weekly.
Oh, baby.
Here, I'm at my is there anybody even watching the stream anymore, Rick, before I turn on my chart?
Let me just check the YouTubes. 14 people. It's still a
14.
YouTube viewer bull market. Yeah, 14. 14.
All right. Do you want me to turn on my chart?
Yeah,
Or no?
go for
Just
it.
wrap it up.
Sure. No, go for it. Anyone that's got any ideas, line up.
All right, it's on.
All right, it's coming up.
Yep.
Just loading it.
Give me a second.
I'll do the quick.
Over to you.
I'll do the quick version.
Okay.
And let me know when to go.
Go for it.
I'm with you. Go ahead.
This is what I was explaining. This first pump right here to 30K is represented in this rectangle. This is ETF right here.
Yep.
This is Trump pump, less momentum, and this is the road to 126K. We're seeing, for example, on the 2 week, we're seeing some pretty clear divergences play out. Momentum is going down. Price continues to go up. The momentum is fading, basically. You see this green channel here. We've talked about this in here. It has sustained this bull run for the most part. In the peak of the bull run on this wave and this wave, it never even went through the heart line of that channel. But for the first time, we're starting to see a break of structure there. And even on smaller time frames, I mean, it's holding on by fingernails. I would expect in the near term that we're not just going to drop from here. We should probably catch support here. Maybe go back up to challenge, 100, 103, 105, what have you. But the point of this story is that from here on out, in my estimation, everything is dead cat bounces. And the final number for Bitcoin is going to be about 50K, 48K, maybe a wick down to 45. Some people have theorized 18 to 30K. I think that's too low. I know another individual who said 38K. I also think that's way too low. I don't think we're going to get quite that low. I would say 50K is 48K. And I'll show you why on a fib. And this is Turbo's 50% number, which is pretty accurate in a bear market. It comes down to about 45K. And let me think,
What's
what
the
else?
0.618 and the 7.86 retracement on that fib you drew up? I'm sorry, just wanted to get that number from you real quick.
786 would be like 18 to 23. Too
You
low.
You have that drawn up off. How does it get to? Are you on log or something? This is just the bull run we just did? Okay, it's log. That's why the fibs are like.
This is everything.
Gotcha.
So in terms of what I was saying in the beginning of this, this market owes us nothing at this point. This cup and handle right here, has played out on a measured move. It's given us the exact, I mean, to the T. This is. I know it doesn't look like it on log, but if I take it off log, you can see it absolutely gave us a measured move that is equivalent to what it should have been. Also, while I'm off log, you'll notice that if you take the peak of 17, the peak of 21, and where we're at here, it's also topped out on a non-log chart. So I mean, it's also pretty clear on a log chart, a pretty clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move there. Like Rick was pointing out, divergences are starting to kick in. Bitcoin dominance, we've been before we get to Bitcoin dominance, here's USDT dominance. Typically when USDT dominance hits the lower part of this logarithmic diminishing line here, curved line, that is a peak. Here's Bitcoin price down here. That's a peak. Peak here, and it doesn't have what people are saying. Well, how come it hasn't hit down here yet? Doesn't that mean that we still have more upside? Possibly, but it doesn't need to. If it's already lost its momentum, you can start to see how USDT dominance is breaking out of this angular resistance that goes all the way back to 2022. So if it's successful at breaking out, then that means it does not have a date with this blue line anymore, and that this was as low as it was going to get. And as this shoots up, Bitcoin price is going to dump. In terms of altcoins, this is basically an altcoin oscillator. Where's the alt season? Well, this was the alt season in 17. This was the alt season in 2021. And this is potentially your alt season for this market, which, that's not what everybody wants to hear. But my working theory is that the crypto market is oversaturated with BS, like peanut and fartcoin and things like that. And I think that we need to lose a lot of those altcoins and let a lot of them die off and go to zero for this market to kind of take the next leg up. And these will be the surviving altcoins in the next market. Altcoins like XRP, a little bit more serious things. I think that's also reflected in the Bitcoin dominance chart. Some people have challenged me on that. But Bitcoin dominance back here when it was 100%, because it was basically the only option. This is when altcoins started coming in. Bitcoin dominance bled, and then it gained back, and it bled. And notice it on a weekly, it has broken out for the first time since its existence. It has reclaimed dominance, which means that altcoins are weak. Most of it is flowing into Bitcoin. So my working theory is that it's going to catch support here, and probably in December, January, it's going to gain dominance, which is really going to hurt the altcoins, which kind of lines up with this concept right there. And Ethereum, I don't think it's going to have its time. It had its opportunity. This is a bullish megaphone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on its its attempt. It looked great, and it completely failed. Didn't get support. Fell way back into this channel, and I think the dumpage is just going to continue. So some numbers I've posted, and I'll wrap it up right now. Some numbers I've posted on Instagram. Ethereum is most likely going to be in the below 1,000 number in this coming bear market. Below $1,000. Bitcoin is going to be probably around 48K, and Dogecoin, I believe, has a gap to fill here because it got a little bit too crazy on the Elon Musk thing. And that's why this cycle hasn't really performed the way we thought. And now it needs to gap fill back down. So my working theory is that in the next 12 months, we'll see Dogecoin somewhere between a nickel and a penny. Most likely closer to the penny mark, which I know people are like, that's insane, but that's what the chart is saying. In terms of why didn't we get an all-time high, I would speculate that we actually did, because if you look on the Japanese candles, there's like on the monthly, this is that May of 2021 with Saturday Night Live and Elon Musk, right? So why aren't we there? It's because the one thing about Japanese candlesticks, the Wicks are not always the most important part. The most important part is where the candles open and close. So if you turn this to a line chart, we kind of did get a higher high. Sustained at 43 cents versus a candle close at 34 cents. So yeah, that's all I got. There's more pain to come. You'll get some dead cat bounces for sure, which will get the hopium flowing. But I think right now we are in the copium stage, or in market cycles they call it the complacency stage, where people are in denial right now. That's all I got, Rick.
No worries. That's all I got too. Oh, hang on a minute. Someone was saying something in the YouTube comments. They were like, Anon coin? Okay. I'll have to have a look at that. Legendary. Alright. It's my alt viewer. Anon coin. Is it available? Oh, okay. Anon coin, USDT, Tether on MEXC. Alright. Weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it probably is WeX, but everyone calls it Weeks.
Weeks. I'll call it Weeks too.
I mean, I'm on like Donkey Kong right now.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the one you're talking about, buddy. Let's Mars rather.
Believe.
I'll tell you what, Zcash is no problems. It's going up. It's been trending up beautifully.
It's easy to.
I don't know
think
if it's
on
going to
just
correct
'cause
or anything, but
it's just a psychology play too. At this point as well, like Bitcoin's dumping. Everyone's getting probably worried about their bags in Zcash, or people are trying to short it, and then it just continues higher. I mean, it's only just started that move, so it will probably be fine until we figure out where Bitcoin's going next, which I still think is up. But if not, then I think Zcash will probably run against Bitcoin if Bitcoin goes down initially for quite a while.
The market is better, Shabibi.
it's
Relax. I sound like I'm fucking, excuse my French. I'm trying to stop cussing so hard, and it's hard, dude. I sound exactly like I'm Harane's brother, though. Harane, when I get that accent rolling, I know Harane's proud because I sound like I'm sitting right next to him.
Well,
I am sitting right.
He's probably like, you racist piece of shit. Oh, where the hell is Harane? Where you at, Harane? He was in here the other day. He DM'd me.
Oh, nice. Well, the viewers are starting to drop off a little. Oh no, 13. That's not too bad. Man,
That ain't.
it's crazy to think back in 2021. A quiet stream was 200 people. That was, and then like some of the crazy streams were like over 1,000. It's where the hell did those people go? What happened? That was just. I think
wrecked.
that was just true noob retail.
It's
just
scared.
complete. They were just here for the vibes, here for the hype, and they haven't been back since. A lot of those people.
They get scared, man. The red candles scare them away.
Crypto was truly viral at that point, like especially Dogecoin. There was like a viral, people that weren't even involved, didn't even know what TradingView was. You know what I mean? Like those kind of level of players. But yeah, just download the Robinhood app and put your money in, and just wait for it to go up. Like there was a lot of people like that in the GME pumps as well. Like a lot of just casuals, just showing up, having a play, and they haven't been back. I would say. Like those numbers, yeah. That crowd of people, like, what the hell? It was pretty phenomenal.
Fear and greed at FTX lows. So people are just as
Ooh.
scared as they were
Yeah.
when Sam Bankman-Fried got clapped right now,
Yeah.
when Bitcoin's at 94,000.
Damn.
Can't make it
Yeah.
up.
It would make for a very
I love this market
out
now.
of control move, like that would get dude, keep them guessing. I mean, if it ripped from here and went back into full-on bull mode and everyone's getting euphoric again, I wouldn't.
Nobody
That
would be surprised.
amazing. That would break my neck.
I mean, the only people that really should be fearful right now are the ones that haven't sold yet.
Well, no financial
Waiting
advice.
for-
but,
Come on.
yeah. I don't want to look, honestly, do your thing. Like, you ultimately, it's your decision when you pull the trigger on these, whatever holdings you have, like what your tactic is for getting out, like whether it's a DCA out or whatever. Like, it's all in your hands. And I don't want to like influence anyone to make any decisions against anything. Like, I'm just sharing my opinion.
For sure.
Do with that whatever you want.
For sure. I'm with you there, bro.
Yeah. And like, I will say as well, I was ugly wrong. I was dangerously wrong about Ethereum this year. When it went down to, what was the low it got to? Let me open it up full screen.
1,300.
Daily. Yeah. I was like, damn, ETH did its move for the year. It got to 4K and that was it. And it went down to like 1,400. I was like, okay, pack it up. But then it does a complete V-shape, makes a new all-time high by $100. I mean, it wasn't a fantastic price discovery, but I didn't expect that coming, and I was wrong about that. So, well done to the people that stayed convicted in it and even bought it. And
Well, sucks to suck, Rick.
Shout out to Crispy, who was like in
Just
it
kidding.
for the freaking in it for the pump. Like, damn, very well done. And to anyone else that was like that never
My man's
lost
still
the
holding
faith
strong too.
in ETH. Yeah.
Chris still looking for he's still looking for 10K plus.
There you go. I don't think that's. I mean, I think it's going to get there one day. I don't know when. It's hard to sort of say when, but yeah.
There's also a lot. There may be a lot of. How do I say this? What Static said earlier. There may be a lot of people being complacent, but there's also, I think, a lot of doubt as well that we could ever hit those levels, like on ETH.
Larry
Disbelief,
Fink.
right?
You know, if you
Listen, Larry Fink
if you had
is fucking
dollar-
talking about. Can I? Yeah, just
Yeah.
jump in real quick. Larry Fink is talking about opening his own stock exchange in Texas, right?
Ooh.
And talking about having 24/7 trading with tokenized versions of stocks. So if they try to tokenize the stock market, they're gonna do it on Ethereum, and Ethereum's gonna freaking rip. That's why whenever I thought it was dead, it ended up ripping back to all-time high after going to like what 1400. Everyone's like, it's dead, it's dead. You know, they dropped it like that just to be able to freaking buy a shit ton of it because they're gonna need it when they have a full exchange that's trading tokenized versions of stocks globally. You know, they're gonna need Ethereum. Like, Ethereum's not going anywhere. It's not going to zero.
If you take
That's all.
any 365-day period during this bull market and you look at if you had dollar cost averaged for those 365 days, what your position would be, it doesn't matter if the price was going up or down at the time, you'd be above water at any point in this bull market, except for the last 365 days, 6 months of which were distribution at the top that we're seeing. In the last 365 days, if you had been dollar cost averaging Bitcoin an equal amount, you'd be underwater right now. That's a bad sign for the bulls.
It means
Not
that people are
necessarily.
not going
I
to
think it's a
sell
good
though.
sign.
They're not in the
Could be
profit. Then they're not going to
reaccumulation
sell.
too. It could end up just being reaccumulation.
Well, I don't trade Bitcoin. I trade shitcoin.
It's not a reaccumulation pattern, though. Crazy.
It could be.
Yeah,
It could
I
look like it by
wouldn't
the end
say
of it.
that.
If it makes a new high, it'll look like accumulation 100%.
It doesn't look like it's
Well-
like Static is right. It does have a undercurrent of
distribution-
weakness to it.
It looks like
Okay.
Yeah, distribution looks a lot like reaccumulation though. Until, unless it doesn't make a new high, then it doesn't look like reaccumulation.
That's not an accurate statement. But
Well,
okay.
every
All
other
right, just quick.
reaccumulation that we've
I'm gonna
had,
wrap up. I'm gonna
we
wrap
left
up this
the all-time
YouTube.
high.
So thanks for tuning in, YouTubes, and I'll catch you on the next one. Appreciate it. Thank you.